special cost less than our lunch. A little painted magnet from a town we barely planned to see. We stopped there on a day trip, mostly just to stretch our legs. Walked through one small market, then found a rack of souvenirs. You picked the funniest one, said this represents the journey. Though we'd only been there 40 minutes and knew almost nothing yet. I said, we don't need that. You said exactly why we do. And somehow that logic made perfect sense to me. The tiny souvenir from nowhere special came home from a place we hardly got to know. Still it carries one whole afternoon. Every time I look at it, the tiny souvenir means nothing much except a road, a laugh, a little lesson. Sometimes nowhere special becomes somewhere because of who was there. Now it sits where we can see it among things worth more money, and still it catches my attention more than almost anything. You point at it sometimes and ask, remember that weird little town? And both of us start smiling before the story starts. Memory doesn't care about price or whether some place was famous. It keeps what made the heart awake and lets the rest fall through. So bring home little nonsense from the places we pass by. I like a life that leaves behind small proof that we were there. The tiny souvenir from nowhere special came home from a place we hardly got to know. Still it carries one whole afternoon. Every time I look at it, the tiny souvenir means nothing much except a road, a laugh, a little lesson. Sometimes nowhere special becomes somewhere because of who was there. Little magnet, little place, big enough to hold that day. Stay for the part after the kiss, when neither one says much, when your forehead rests on mine and time loses its hurry. I love the spark before it happens, that little breath between. But I also love the stillness after closeness settles in. The way your hand stays where it was, the way your eyes stay near, like neither one is trying to turn the moment into more. Don't rush back into talking, let the quiet have its turn. There are things when nothing else is asked of us. No next move, no need to speak, just your breathing close to me. Stay for the softness after fire, for the calm beneath desire. I think romance lives there too, in the little pause with you. Sometimes we chase beginnings and forget what follows them, but closeness has a gentle side that doesn't need applause. So linger when the moment ends, let your fingers stay with mine. Not every beautiful feeling needs to hurry toward the next. Passion can be quiet, tenderness can carry heat. There are ways to love somebody that barely make a sound. So kiss me when you want to, then don't disappear too fast. I want all the little seconds that come softly after that. Stay for the part after the kiss, my love, when nothing else is asked of us. No next move, no need to speak, just your breathing close to me. Stay for the softness after fire, for the calm beneath desire. I think romance lives there too, in the little pause with you. Kiss is done, but don't move yet. Stay inside the quiet with me. You named every cat on the block, though none of them belonged to you. One was Captain, one was Mabel, one was Sir Orange Shoes. We had started walking home after dinner down the street. Then one gray cat crossed the sidewalk and you said, "That's probably June." I asked how you could know that. You said, "She looks like a June." And from that moment onward, every cat received a name. I tried to keep them straight. You changed to halfway home, and somehow 20 minutes turned into nearly an hour. You named every cat on the block that night, under porch lamps and traffic lights. You beside me making stories, strangers with our paws. You named every cat, and somehow then the street felt friendlier than it had. I love the way your imagination makes ordinary places softer. A black cat followed us a while. You called him Professor Lee. I said, "That one is definitely Steve," and we argued for a block. The cat eventually turned away, completely unconcerned, while we kept debating names for someone who never asked. I like the way you decorate the world with little stories, not because reality needs changing, but because play makes room for tonight. Your voice note at 2:03 was mostly one sleepy melody. No words, just you humming into the dark somewhere. I woke up in the morning, saw one message from the night, pressed play while making breakfast, and heard your tired voice. You hummed a tune I didn't know, stopped twice because you laughed, then said, I don't know why I sent this, and hummed a little more. I played it one more time, then one more after that, because somehow all that imperfection sounded exactly like you. Your voice note at 2:03, my love, wasn't polished, wasn't much, still it followed me all day like a tiny song I couldn't shake. Your voice note made the morning warm even though you weren't in my arms. Sometimes affection travels best in a sleepy little melody. That evening when I mentioned it, you tried to take my phone, said delete that immediately. I said absolutely not. Then you covered up your face and asked how bad it sounded. I said perfectly ridiculous, and kissed you when you frowned. I don't need your polished version, every word arranged just right. Sometimes what I love the most is what escapes you half asleep. Send me something unimportant, a hum, a laugh, a thought. I like hearing little pieces of the hours we spend apart. Your voice note at 2:03, my love, wasn't polished, wasn't much, still it followed me all day like a tiny song I couldn't shake. Your voice note made the morning warm even though you weren't in my arms. Sometimes affection travels best in a sleepy little melody. Phone goes still, but I still hear that little tune beside me. I knew I was smiling too much when the waiter smiled at me, like everybody in the room could tell before we did. You were talking about something I should have followed better, but your eyes kept catching mine and pulling me off course. I laughed before the joke was done. You noticed immediately, said you're not even listening. I said I'm trying. There was something in the air I didn't know how to name. then deleted half the sentence. There are feelings that announce themselves before we're ready with the label. Show up first in little gestures in the face we cannot hide. I don't need to rush the answer. Let the feeling take its time. I'm already happy knowing you can make me smile like this. I knew I was smiling too much that night. Couldn't hide it if I tried. You beside me, leaning near, making every little thing feel clear. I knew by how the hours flew, by how I kept looking back at you. Maybe falling starts this quietly, with one smile you cannot turn off. Corner turns, the night moves through. Still I'm smiling over you. The morning we invented a holiday started because we slept too late. You said this day deserves a name, so naturally we gave it one. There was nothing on the calendar, no reason to celebrate. Still we made breakfast much too slowly and declared the morning sacred. Made it 3 ridiculous rules, I added 2 more after. No alarms, no serious emails, and dessert before the afternoon. We wrote the name on paper, added the date beneath, then promised we'd remember it, though neither knew if we would. The morning we invented a holiday, love had no parade and no one came. Just you and me making a day out of nothing much at all. The morning didn't need a reason, we just wanted one more season for laughing like the world could wait on a made-up little holiday. The next year you remembered first, sent me a message before breakfast saying happy whatever we called it, with the wrong date by a week. I said that makes it more official. You said exactly, and somehow one invented morning turned into a private tradition. We both reached for the apology at almost the same time. You said I shouldn't have said that, while I said neither should I. It wasn't some enormous fight, just two tired people sharp. One small comment landed wrong, then another followed after. We went quiet for a minute, not the dangerous kind, just enough for both of us to hear ourselves more clearly. And you turned toward me, I turned at almost the same time, and somehow both our sorries ran straight into each other. We both reached for the apology that night, before pride could make the little hurt grow wide. You took yours and I took mine, neither one pretending to be right. We both reached out and something eased, not because the problem disappeared, but because love sounded softer once we both began to listen. We talked about what happened without keeping every score. You told me what had hurt you, I told you what I heard. Somewhere in the explanation, the room got easier again, and one small disagreement stayed the size it ought to be. I don't need us never arguing, that would ask too much of love. I just hope we keep remembering we're not enemies when hurt. Bring your honest part toward mine, I'll try to bring my own. Sometimes repair begins before the perfect words arrive. We both reached for the apology that night, before pride could make the little hurt grow wide. You took yours and I took mine, neither one pretending to be right. We both reached out and something eased, not because the problem disappeared, but because love sounded softer once we both began to listen. Two soft sorries, one room clear. Come a little closer here. The chess game lasted 3 days, because neither one would quit. One move before breakfast, two more before we slept. You moved your night on Monday, I answered after work. Then we left the board exactly where it was upon the table. Tuesday morning you stood there, coffee in one hand, thinking like world history depended on one little wooden piece. I said, you're taking this too seriously. You said, that's rich from you, and made a move that bothered me for the rest of the day. The chess game lasted 3 days, love. One slow battle smiled before your final move, which told me everything. I stared at it in silence, then said, "You set that up yesterday." You said, "Maybe Monday," and tried not to look too pleased. Some games are fun because they end, some because they keep returning. A little challenge waiting there inside the middle of our days. Set the board again tomorrow. I'll pretend I've learned your tricks. But if 3 days turn into 4, I won't complain too much. The chess game lasted 3 days, love. One slow battle between us. You beside me thinking hard, pretending not to watch my face. The chess game took forever, but I didn't want it faster. I liked having one little reason to keep meeting at the table. King goes down, you win this round. Set them up again. The card trick you never explained still bothers me a little. You made my queen disappear, then smiled like nothing happened. We were sitting after dinner with a deck between our hands. You said, "Pick any card you want," like you'd done this all your life. I watched every little movement, tried to catch you in the act, but somehow my card ended up folded underneath your glass. I said, "Do it again." You said, "Magic has its limits," then leaned back with that expression that made me want another round. The card trick you never explained that night kept me guessing under low light. Was it skill or was it luck? I still don't really know. The card trick wasn't half as good as the smile you wore because it worked. You can keep your little secret if it means I get that look again. A week later you tried another, and this time something went wrong. 2 cards fell onto the floor, and one landed in my lap. You blamed the table, blamed the deck, blamed the air for being dry. I said, "So magic if it means I get that look again. Shuffle slow, don't show your hand. I like not understanding. The seashell you put in my pocket was barely bigger than a coin. You said this one's yours, then kept walking by the water. We had spent the whole afternoon along the edge of the tide, shoes in our hands, sleeves rolled up, letting waves reach our ankles. You kept bending down to look at every shell and piece of glass, then found one with a tiny hole and held it toward the sun. You didn't give a speech, didn't say what it should mean, just dropped it in my pocket like a simple little gift. The seashell you put in my pocket that day came all the way back home our way. One small curve the ocean made, resting in my hand. The seashell never needed meaning, still I kept it for the feeling of your fingers finding mine right before you gave it to me. Weeks later I found it again in the pocket of that coat, still carrying a little sand from the afternoon we walked. I set it near the window where the morning catches it, and every now and then I notice that tiny hole of light. I don't want to turn each object into something heavy with symbolism. Some things can remain simple and still be dear. The shell is just a shell, the beach is just a place, but you were there beside me, and that is why it stays. A seashell you put in my pocket that day came all the way back home our way. One small curve the ocean made, resting in my hand. The seashell never needed meaning, still I kept it for the feeling of your fingers finding mine right before you gave it to me. Ocean far, the shell stays near, one small piece of being.